That's my hair. It's getting kind of long. I'm going to cut it soon. Who knows? I think I actually slept last night. At least 4 hours, which is pretty remarkable. Let's just get this right here. Oh my goodness. Goodness gracious. That motherfucker. That's fucking good morning. All right. Thanks for putting up with my shit yesterday. That was a weird video I made last night. That's okay. Life's a weird place sometimes. Really fucking weird place. But it's okay. So I do this Warehouse of Strangers radio Facebook page, and I try to acknowledge birthdays, obituaries, and stuff of musicians I like. One of the biggest musical influences on me has, from the world of punk rock, has been a fellow named Chip Kinnman from the Dells, which were a band that formed in like 1977 out in California, and they were they were amazing. If you can check them out, check them out. They were a game-changing band for me as far as music goes. Really stripped down, really simple, kind of bluesy in a non-bluesy way. I don't know how to put it. Anyway, it's Chip Kinnman's birthday today, so fucking happy birthday to Chip Kinnman. I'm happy to say that Chip's a member of the Warehouse group, and I couldn't be prouder to have such a cool cat in cahoots with my little Facebook group. But it got me thinking all morning. Got me thinking about punk rock. I grew up in the punk rock scene. I got into punk rock in 1981. I was 11 years old. Okay, I was just a kid. Things I did when I was 11. I have a son who's almost 11 now, and it almost terrifies me thinking about the things I did when I was 11 years old. I started smoking when I was 11. I smoked pot for the first time when I was 11. Took LSD the first time when I was 12. Had my first belt of scotch when I was 11. Yeah, makes me worry as a father now, but I got good kids. You know what I mean? And things that people are gonna do what they're gonna do, right? I'm still here. Whatever. it got me thinking about punk rock. And the way punk rock is now, and the way it was then. Now it's like a very. It seems very uniform. It's very. It's been this way for years. There's a real punk uniform. It's like the leather, the boots, the jacket, or the mohawks, the fucking whatever. The chugga. Like it's like you can't really tell the difference between like a lot of heavy metal, punk rock these days. Back when I was 11, listening to the Dills, bands like that, it was a different scene, man. Like, there was no love between punk rockers and heavy metal fans. I spent a good portion of my early teenage years avoiding or getting into fights with roving packs of Iron Maiden fans who, when it all comes down to it, probably looked a lot freakier than me, but the punks were the freaks, right? And we get in fights all the fucking time, man, all the fucking time, and it wouldn't be like 1-on-1 fights. It'd be like 3-on-1 or 4-on-1 fights. My gang of fucking metalheads would corner you after a fucking high school dance or something like that, or I don't know. It was different. There was no love, and but the punk rock was so different then. It wasn't about a fucking heavy. It wasn't about being heavy, chugga, and being a chugga, and fucking. I don't know if that makes any sense. It was about being an individual, being who you are, and expressing who you are, and you didn't dress up to. You didn't spend a lot of money on fucking fancy clothes and. $300 boots or fucking, well, some kids did, I guess, but not me. It was about just being you, and, I don't know how to explain it. It's on my mind. It was a different time. It was about emotion. It was about feeling. And, if you were a punk, you weren't. It wasn't something that you chose to do. It was something that you had to do. Like I knew when I was 11, 12, there was no other route for a guy like me. Than to be living that life. Because it's just like you get no love at home, you get no love at school, you get no love anywhere, and everything's just a big fuck you. So you just want to give a big fuck you to everybody else, right? Then you're listening to the fucking Stiffs, an old punk band. They got a song called "Fuck You," and you're like, "Fuck yeah," that's speaking of me, I don't know where I'm going with all this, but I just want to have a dip, really. Talk some shit. But, anyway, I was the one rare punk rocker who played harmonica. I was the only punk rocker I knew who played harmonica. And I used to I'd be out at high school, grade 9, having a smoke indoors. And I always carry a harmonica with me. I'd be blowing my heart. some fucking bunch of metalheads would come up to me and be like, "Oh, so you can suck and blow, eh?" You know? And then they'd flick the cigarette out of your face and punch you or something, you know. But I don't know. I always loved playing harmonica. Oh, choking on my dip here. It's a fat fucking pinch, man. Yeah, I love playing harmonica. You know? This has always been my brand of choice, Marine band, harmonica. And you know, punk rock changed my life. And harmonica playing changed my life too. I would say picking up a harmonica was the best thing I ever did. You know, took me all over the world, all over the country. I would say the world, all over my world. Took me all over the country. And it's such an insignificant little thing, playing a harmonica. You know, I played tambourine in a punk rock band once. You know, it's a little thing, but I got to do tons of cool shit with it, right? And what's my point in all this? I don't have a point this morning. Don't ignore the little things in life. You know, the little things are significant. Things like things that you're interested in, that you're drawn to and attracted to, that you need to do. You know, I knew I needed punk rock. I knew I needed harmonica. You know, to cope, or to get by, to fucking deal with everything, right? And you know, never regret any of it. You know, little things. I try to impress this on my children. You know, don't ever ignore the insignificant, because it can become very significant later on in life. You know. Anyhow, I'm fucking running out of time. I haven't really said much, but happy birthday to Chip Kinnman. Thank you for all the fucking music over the years. You've really helped this guy get through a lot of shit in his life. And I can't express enough gratitude for that. So, cheers to you, buddy. Here's to being an old man. All right. I guess I'm going to blow. I'm going to come back later. I'm going to have some music for you later. So, be well. Stay free.